Can y'all tell I'm getting worn out? Can y'all tell I am getting worn out? Okay. I have had it. I'm doing this video. I'm doing one more video. And if Father could count me out, like, he just better go find another laborer for the night because I'm tired. So today is January 21st, 2022, and it's 6:59 p.m. And I'm laughing because I just feel like a tape recorder. Like, I've been seeing this for like the past 15 videos, okay? But I warned y'all. I told y'all that it was going to be an acceleration of videos. Y'all thought I was playing? No, I was serious. Like, he's downloaded so much into my spirit. Like, I'm just sitting here like, Father, I am going to be doing this forever. Like, do you know how long you've had me on this journey? Do you know the process? Do you know all that you've been showing me, all you've been doing for me, all the confirmations you've been giving me? Like, this is going to be forever. Not my will, but his will be done. Okay. So, on January 4th at 7:55 a.m. Okay. I was at my mom's house in Texas, and I went in the bathroom once, walked out the bathroom. Went in the bathroom for the second time. If y'all didn't watch my previous video, but I talked about how he always bringing me like these random signs in the bathroom for whatever reason. Maybe because it's when I'm the most focused and calm. I don't know. But so the second time that I walk into the bathroom, I noticed that it was a string on the floor, on the carpet. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's better. Right? And so I'm like, is that a blue string? Like, and what's amazing about me finding this string is that he was talking to me about a baby. Okay? And should I tell that story now? Do I need to get into all of that, Father? No, I think I'll save that for like a tomorrow video because it's long. Okay? That's a long testimony. Pre-testimony, because it ain't a complete testimony yet. But so I seen this string, right? And it was just amazing because I was like, oh my, like he was just literally like over the past like 2 days before I found that string was talking to me about having a baby. And I was just like, Father, I don't know how this is going to happen. But when it happens, it's going to only be a blessing from you, okay? Can't nobody get the credit on this one. Like, that is going to be an only you testimony, okay? And when it actually happens, I'll tell y'all why. But I'm not allowed to share that just yet, okay? So I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, that's so amazing that you've been talking to me about having a baby, and then I find a blue string, right? So the day goes by. Now this is the second day. So now it's January 5th. I don't think I had the time. Was it? No. So it's the second day now, January 5th. I didn't, because I've been like texting like these little signs and things to my friend, because you got to have a witness. Like, when things go down, you know, and your testimony starts to spring forth, like, you got to have somebody that can attest to what you've been like enduring and what the Father been doing in your life, right? So he has selected, I didn't, he selected her, my friend, to be my witness, right? So whenever he sends me like little signs and he doing little things like that, I always text it to her so that when it happens, right, and the testimony is coming forth, she could be my witness. Like, girl, yep, because look at my text message. You sent that to me on such and such and date at such and such. Yeah, she wasn't crazy. She wasn't bugging. She didn't just go out here and do this on her own accord. It was the Father's doing, right? One of those type of situations. So day 2, January 5th, I'm in the bathroom again. Go in now. Go in for the first time, right? Walk out. Go in for the second time. Now I'm in there the second time, and I find another string. Yeah. Same exact blue string, except for it's longer. Again. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Now, why is a blue string so significant? Like, okay, you found 2 blue strings on 2 separate days. Okay, great. But because it's because the Father has been speaking to me about a child, like even before like he introduced to me who my kingdom spouse, who my African king would be. I'm using African king. Y'all can use whatever y'all want. But for me, Excuse me. For me, it's always been my African king since 8+ years ago. And so that's what I'm going to continue to use. So for my African king, before I even knew who he was going to be, I started receiving these dreams of having a little boy. And again, I'm like, Father, how is this going to happen? Like, I'm like, I think it was Sarah who he came to and was like, you going to get pregnant? And she was like 99, 100 years old. She was like, how the heck is that going to happen? Like, I am way beyond the childbearing ages. Like, what? A 99, 100, you telling me I'm about to have a baby? I mean, I believe it, but I don't see how this is possible, Father. Like, I really got to watch this. I really got to see this one for myself, right? So that's where I'm at with it. Like, I'm not denying it. Like, I'm trusting, I'm believing that his word is what he says it is, but I'm just like, how? Okay? How? But needless to say, he was giving me dreams of giving birth to a little boy. And I had these like dreams on like two separate occasions. And then a few months later, I ended up meeting my African king. And then just recently, maybe like a month or so ago, I had another dream, okay, of having a little boy. And so that's why this blue string is so significant, because it's like confirmation. Like, listen, my word stands. I spoke it to you. I told you that it is, and it is so, okay? Another thing, too. Let me see if I can find it. Did I send it to her? I think I did. I thought I did. Let me see. I thought I sent it to her. Let me see. But another thing is that I was at the gas station. I was leaving the water one morning. I was in Texas visiting my mom, and it was it the day of New Year's? It was the day of New Year's, and I went into the gas station to pay for the gas. And as I'm paying for the gas, I noticed that there's a blue rose at the register, and I'm like, just drawn to it. Oh, here it is. I found it, y'all. Let me show y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So I see this blue rose at the register. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I was like, that is so cute. I'm like, that's so, who's calling me at this hour? I ain't even got no friends. Who is calling me? Anyway. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Like a blue rose. Like, you know, first of all, my favorite color is blue. Like, I love blue. Like, that is just my color. Okay. And so when I seen the rose, I'm automatically drawn to it because it's my favorite color. So I was like, and then I turned around. As I turned around, they had other colors. But to me, blue stood out. I was just like, you know what? They had like pink, which was still all very pretty. But for me, I just really love the blue. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to get this for my mom. Like, it's going to be her New Year's her New Year's gift. Like, you know, I'm going to get her a rose and some water. Because it's like a little heart-shaped glass type of... I don't know what you want to call it, encasing, and it has a rose in the center of it, and it's submerged in water. So I was like, that, you know, I just thought it was a really nice gift to get for her. So I purchased the rose. I get to her house. I give it to her. I'm like, you know, this is a celebration going into the new year, blah, 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 blah. She sits it on her counter. So I mind my business. She minds hers. The rose is sitting on the counter, minding his very own business. We all just minding our business, okay? And I go to walk past her counter, and it was like the rose just like called out to me, like, excuse me, come here for a second. That's what the rose did. So I was like, what is going on? So I back up, and I'm just looking at, now I'm observing it, right? And analyzing it, because like I said, the Father uses like these signs, okay? And when I see things like that and they stand out to me, I know that it's him speaking. Like, he will speak through a rock, okay? He will speak through a tree. He will speak through a mop if he wants to. So when he's speaking through this glass rose, I'm just like, okay, Father, what is it that you want to say to me? And he began to speak, y'all, into my spirit, like a soft internal whisper. And he was just like, this rose that you purchased today, you know, this blue rose that you purchased today represents your son that you are going to give birth to. This heart encasing, you know, this heart glass encasing that's filled with water represents your womb. Okay, so this glass encasing is your womb, and this purple rose represents the child that will be in your womb. And he told me, you're gonna have a son. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I immediately got on the phone with my friend, and I texted her a picture of the rose, and I told her everything that the Father had downloaded into my spirit. And I was just like, can you believe this? So that's just my, and I keep these in like the back of my phone. Like I do. Like I had to take them out just to show you guys, because I'm just like, when this testimony goes down, like I'm going to have the proof. Like, don't play with me, okay? The Father been talking to me about this, all right? I'm not going crazy. I'm not just out here doing what I want to do. Like, this is the Father's doing. Maybe once upon a time I was. I'm guilty of that. We all are. Maybe once upon a time I was out here in these streets doing what I wanted to do, but that is not the case now. And I got the proof to show it. Okay. So needless to say, this video that I'm going to be sharing is, hold on. I'm not about to make up things. So let me get the song exactly. I think it's Love. I think that's the name. Yes. Okay. So this next song that is going to be playing is by Mr. P, and I think it's Teni, Simi, and the amazing Tamar Braxton, who I love. Like, I absolutely love me some Tamar Braxton. Like, that is my girl. Like, in my head, like, that is my best friend. That's my sister. Like, we be riding it out together, okay? I love, like, she can never do no wrong. And nobody better not talk bad about Tamar Braxton, okay? Because I love her. Like, I really do. And so she has a video with these other African vocalists from Africa. And the title of the video is I Love You. And I don't want to give it away, but everything that the Father revealed to me concerning having a child is like literally played out in this video. And again, this is another video that just popped up on my timeline, y'all. Like, y'all think I'm going crazy. I think I'm just making things up, but I promise y'all, it just popped up one day. And I only clicked on it because I love Tamar Braxton. So when I seen her name, I was just like, oh, she got a song out. Let me, see what song this is. And it's with somebody from Africa. You know how I feel about Africa. So I was like, yes, let me see what this is all about. And I love music, okay? Melody. I mean, come on. So when I clicked on the phone, when I clicked on the video, I was blown away, okay? This was not a video that I had tears, that I was crying and snot was flying. It was not one of those videos. It was just a disbelief, shocking, I can't believe this video is saying this right now. And the Father's just been revealing all that he's been revealing to me. So, again, I don't own copyrights to this song. And for all the women out there, okay, I'm going to just say this, that for all the women out there who your womb is barren, okay, maybe you're married already, and it's a song for you to pray about, because I don't know if you with the person that the Father has you to be with, because that could be an issue, okay, especially pertaining to giving birth to kids. Like, sometimes he just will not allow your womb to produce if you're with the wrong person, and I'm a testimony to that as well, but that's a story for another day. But sometimes if you're not aligned with that right person, you will not have a child, Sometimes you could be with that right person that he has you to be with, and you just not have, for whatever reason, have not been able to conceive. And it may not necessarily be anything that he's done or anything that you've done. It's just that a baby didn't come forward, okay? And you have to understand that everything happens at an appointed time. Okay, just like you see this kingdom marriage thing going on all over the internet, kingdom marriage this, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing when you are thinking of conceiving. It is a time for everything. It is a time for that child to come into this world. It is a time for that baby to be born. Okay, so you have to really get in prayer about that, and really seek the Father concerning that matter, because when it comes down to a woman being barren, or a man being barren, because it might necessarily always be the woman. Like, the woman could be more than capable, it might be the man. I don't know. But in either situation, like, you really have to consult the Father in prayer and see what it is that you should be doing, or what needs to happen, or even when that time is, because you could be with that person for 1+ years or beyond before you conceive a child. Like, it's not our time. And as humans, we get so caught up in what we want. We get so caught up in when we want it. And we think it's a microwave world. If you ain't see that video, go check it out. But we think it's a microwave world, and we think that things are supposed to happen on demand. And okay, that might work for the human race, but it does not work for the Father. It does not work for his spirit. It does not work for his kingdom. He's going to step into time, and he's going to move when he feels like it's time to move, when he knows it's his appointed time to move. And he's not going to do it a second before or a second after. He's going to do it at the appointed time. So maybe it's that, there's a ministry that you got to give birth to first. Maybe, you need to do traveling first. Maybe you need to start that business first. You done all of that, okay. Maybe you need to get a more in-depth prayer life with him first. I don't know. And, sometimes it seems unfair because it's like, oh, well, this one over here just popping out child after child after child, and they can't even take care of the baby. And here I am really desiring this baby, really ready and capable to take on the full responsibility of a child. And yet it seems like I'm barren. Yet it seems like my husband is barren. Yet it seems like we're not producing a child. And in that moment, you just really have to stay in the Father's place, in his face, because it's not your place to determine when that moment is going to happen. And as hard as it is, as difficult as it may seem, you have to leave that in his hands, and you have to be ready for whatever, okay, whenever it happens, okay? And so my advice is that you just continue to pray, continue to seek his face, and continue to wait for his presence, and see, won't he do it? Because he will. He will. He's faithful. He'll do it. He knows your heart's desires, and he desires to give you a child just as much as you desire to have one. So it's a matter of getting into alignment with his will. And sometimes he won't bless you with a child if you're out of alignment. And you can't compare your situation to others, because everybody's situation is different. Not anybody's situation is the same. Okay? So listen to this song. Let it minister to your heart. I recommend just watching the video in its entirety, because it really does speak to that dry, barren place in the womb. Okay? And just allow it to just fill you up. Like, the Father used this video at a time when I wasn't even concerned about seeing this video, okay? So, again, I hope it's a blessing. And I do not own copyrights to this song, but I hope it blesses your soul, your spirit, and your mind, and your body, and your womb. Okay.
Oh, hi. We're supposed to have a doctor's appointment. I think it's by 5 o'clock. Okay. Oh, it is better now.
Mr. and Mrs. Peter,
hi.
The doctor will see you now.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, this way.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi.
Dr. Butler, Mr. and Mrs. Peters.
Yes, send them right in.
Hello, Dr. Rogers.
Hello, Mrs. Peter.
Hi.
Mr. Peters, such a pleasure.
Pleasure. Thank you, sir.
I'm so grateful that you two could come in today, and I wish I had some better news for you, but we have very, very strenuously examined your condition, and what I must tell you, you're not going to like to hear, but you should not consider getting pregnant at this time.
Dr. Rogers, wait. What are you saying?
It's very dangerous for you. Your condition is so serious that there's a very strong possibility that the baby would not survive. And, Mrs. Peter, there's a good chance that you would not survive the pregnancy either.
Dr. Rogers, this can't happen. I want kids. This can't be happening.
Yeah. what I might suggest is, can I prescribe a medication for you that would maybe help you through the short term and give us a chance to do more evaluation of your condition? But if you were to try to have that family, you would not only likely lose the baby, we could even lose you, Mrs. Peters.
Thank you.
Let it marinate.
Only time will tell if you'll be with me forever. Only time will know. Say you'll be with me for life.
Yeah, yeah. Promise to stand by me. Promise we will stand together. Oh, yeah. Oh, people.
And no matter where we dey, will love you. You go always stay in my mind. Joy fara lé mi lórí, ó rà lé mi lórí, oh, yeah. Joy fara lé mi lórí, ó rà lé mi lórí, oh.
And all my ladies, if you hear me say I love, I love, I love you. I love, I love, I love you. I love, I love, I love you. I love. All my fellas, let me hear you say I love, I love, I love you. I love, I love, I love you. I love, I love, I love you. Oh, you, yeah. Don't try to blame it off. You all I want. Don't try to blame it soft. Sisters, the one you want. Yeah, I go to.
You should not consider getting pregnant at this time.
Yeah, I go to anything. You promise to stand by me.